All right, welcome back. We are ready for live racing. This is the 1995 SCRAM Thrift T350 at the Blue Ridge Motor Raceway in the Appalachian Mountains. This is Red, White, and Blue Racing by Play Games, and let's see how we go here. I'm a little rusty on this, so bear with me. I've got my dice here. I'll try to keep them where you guys can see them. We are getting ready to roll. So we've got the Blue Ridge Motor. Oh, yeah. When I finally get it, I can't keep it. There we go. When I finally get it, I can't hold it. There we go. There's no escape or repair modifiers on this one. I think the key is there's too much of the bottom showing. And then it wants to, no matter what, it wants to autofocus on that, whatever. Anyway, we're going to just roll out. You'll have to listen to me blab about what the results are. And I've totally missed trying to keep them. All right, we got a 6 and a 9. Oops, I rolled the 2 over. I'm going to need that anyway. We got a 9, a 6 and a 9. 6 is going to be a duel. What a way to start the race. And the 9 is going to be number 5 cars in the middle. And we'll go over to my handy dandy helper here. And we're going to go ahead and click duel. And back to the lives. So the 5 cars. Yoder's a 3 and Escape a 6. He's got a 50% chance of taking over Jernigan, and it's early in the race. So him, I'm going to decline. They don't have to duel. I'm going to decline with him. Cottrell is a 4 with an Escape a 9. That's a lot better. He's going to try to take on Jernigan. Simple little die roll. That's a 1. He's going to take it. So he's going to take on Jernigan. And the way I played is if the guy that gets that loses the position, nope, not him. Cottrell gets it. Gets damaged, doesn't escape. Then I will put him on the fuming. And that's an 8. He escapes damage, so that's it for that turn. We go on to turn number 2. That is a 2 and a 5. The 5 is going to be Heat, and the 2 is going to be the top group. And Heat is the 6th. And these guys are going to be trying to place out the leader. And I don't think there's a whole lot of them up there right now. All right, so Heat. We're going to be rolling the red, white, and blue dice. Resendez has it. He needs a 4 and to displace Clooney. He's going to need 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to need a 5 or 6 on the blue die. Oh, he got it. 4 on the red is good. 6 on the blue means we have a new race leader. So Resendez swaps out with Clooney. Maybe temporary. Probably is going to be temporary. Resendez. Lap number 2, or turn number 2. This is how I keep track of laps led. All right, we go to the next victim, who will be Hooks Troyer. He needs a 4, and to take over the lead, he only needs a 4, 5, or 6 on the blue die. So he needs a 4 on the red, or a 4, 5, or 6. He does not get the red. So he fails his ply for the first And then we go to, that's it. Wow, nice quick little turn there. And Resendez is your new race leader. Thought I fixed all that, but I didn't. All right. And we are going to go to the, oh boy, here I am. I'm forgetting to change things. Sorry about that. You're going to get me messing up probably a quite healthy dose of it, because I tend to be able to do that, especially when I'm switching back and forth on screens. I tend to forget things. Turn number 3 is going to be another duel, and 3 is going to be number 3 car in the top group. That's going to be Hooks Troyer. He didn't get enough of his. He didn't like his failure to take him out legitimately, so he's going to go in and try it by bumping him out of the way. So yes, he's going to try to take Talby and at least get second place. He needs a 4, and he gets a 2. So you're going to switch with Talby, which gains him a couple of spaces, gets him a chip. And it also, Talby then needs to escape with 9. And he rolls a 9 by the skin of his teeth. So Troyer takes over second. And we now have turn 4. We roll a 1. And a 5. A 1 is going to be top group. 5, it's going to be heat. And red, white, and blue dice. And heat again. We are having quite an unusual race here. I'm getting the same alternating results. Heat is again the 6th. Resendez has heat, but he doesn't have any stars. He has 2 break bonus, so that's 4, 5, or 6 on the blue dice. And Clooney needs 4 on the red dice. And so he's going to take the lead. Clooney's going to take the lead from Resendez here in turn number 4. Probably short-lived. All right. And then we're going to go to Troyer. Yes, it's going to be short-lived, because Troyer can, whether he doesn't get it or not, he's got that chip. You know, he needs a 4 on the red dice and a 1, 2, 3, 5, or 6 on the blue dice to not lose his chip. Oh, wow, look at that. He doesn't get the red dice, so he's going to use his chip to take it over. So Troyer in turn 4 is our new race leader, and we're already getting a ton of changes. Be an interesting race, because it just feels like it with the way we got them early snake eyes. That's also a 4. All right, taking care of I just did that off screen because I forgot again. We put the race leader in down here. And I got to go see about, I'll do that another time, get my mouse highlighted again. All right, so that's going to be it for turn 4. We're going to go to turn number 5. And we're going to roll with them bones. Oh, man, there we go. Get back over there. At least I caught that one. Gets pretty nasty when I got to try to get off the desk. We got a 3 and an 8. 3 is going to be the middle group. 8 is going to be control. Hey, something different. All right, middle group. Control. Control is the 3rd. So on this one, we're going to be rolling red, white, and blue. And the white die will signify the number they're trying to take over here in the top group. And they are going for top group honors. Stoffel needs 5 on the red die. And he gets 5 on the red die. He's gone after 4. And Hogan only has 2, so Hogan's going to lose his place to Stoffel. Next control's going to be Chris Yoder in the 14. He needs a 3 or less on the red die. He did not get it. That's a 4, so he doesn't make a move. Paris in the 99 needs 4 or less. He's got a 6, so he doesn't get a good thing. He doesn't have a triangle on that one. So Paris doesn't make a move. We go to Amico in the 3. He needs a 4 or less. Does not get it. Control 2 for Worthington. You there? Yes, just double checking. Moving the mic around. Control 2 with a star means he's going to get 2 attempts at this. He needs a 4 or less on it. Does not get it on his first one. And it did not come up triple. So his second attempt at it is a 2 and a 2. White 2 is a 6. So white 2. Ireland's going to give it up to Worthington. You can't defend a 6. Worthington moves up on his second try and brings up hearts on the 24. He needs a 4 or less on the red die, and he gets a 6. Another fail. 79, or I think that's the season I have. I can actually look. Yeah, 79. That would. There's so many red triangles and yellow triangles. Somebody would have been doing something there. Adler needs a 4 or less, and he gets a 5. Doesn't make a move. And then Cottrell's going to move up because he is the chip too, performance chip. So he's going to get a 2, a 3, and a 5. And a 5 is going to be enough to do it without using his chip up, and that's huge for him. And that's going to be the end of that turn. Here we have that shake up. Here comes my girl. She's getting ready to join us. If she jumps up on the desk, we're going to get a whole screen full of cat real quick. All right, so we go to turn number 6 now, the turn before the first pits. The pits start making things interesting. We roll a 6 and a 3. 6 is going to be another duel. 3 is going to be the number 3 car in the top group again. That's going to be Cottrell. I think Cottrell can use that to take the spot if he wants to. Let me double check. I really don't like going on I thinks. Using the chips. Driver can use the performance chip to fend off the duel to win a challenger duel. So yes, he can do it. Do I need to roll first, or can I just take it? I don't want to just take it. I want to see if it gets it first. Yeah, you roll and then see if you want to use it up or not. All right, so Cottrell is going to, he needs a 4 to displace Clooney in second, and he gets it. So all that for, he doesn't lose his chip. Not only does he not lose his chip, but he gets a second chip. Clooney drops back. He's got an escape of 8. And he rolls a 7, so he escapes trouble. And that was another duel on 7. And if I forget to do this, just hang in there with me. It's just me. Oh, come on, Greg. Somehow I'm going to just get rid of that, and then undo that. And it's just me messing around with Excel. Oh, here comes the girl. You guys are going to get a whole screen full of kitty cat real quick. That's my girl, Bunny. Oh, not if I'm on that screen, you're not. There we go. She just passed. My bobtail sweetie. She hasn't been feeling good the past couple of days. She's feeling a little better now. Good girl. Good girl. All right, so we're going into the pits now. Go back. Oh boy, I just opened that up. that's going to screw up my... There we go. That'll help. She likes having that open. I'm going to leave that little triangle in there because I can't disturb the girl. The girl got to have her way. Yeah, that's over there where I can't do much about it. I'm trying to block it out the best I can, but not going to happen. Girl's not feeling good. She wants to hang out with Daddy, so I got to give her the window. Bear with me, guys. All right, pits. We're going to roll the black, two metallic and the black. And that's going to be a pit violation on somebody. Pretty sure that's pit violation. Oh, she just left. I can put it down. She's going over to her tower. I believe that's pit violation. You'll check TV. No. It's going to be a black 6. You'll check the TV drivers in the top and middle groups, and there are absolutely none of them. And the bottom group doesn't get it. So that bottom group's been stagnant so far, except the fact that the girl came through and disrupted the race sequence. Didn't mess too much up, though. Good girl. So we have a 4 and a 4 for the pits. And normally we would switch, but I can't even do that. Boy, this has been, it figures when you try to record something, you get all the things you never get, like a 6 on a pits. Normally you'd switch to 2 for the group you get, but I don't think we could roll for anybody's fast pit because we didn't get any. So nobody's going to get anything on that pit. We can, however, try to challenge the leader. Somebody in the first group is going to get the challenge leader in the pits. We can do that. 5. That's Everett Davis, and he needs to roll a 4 or less to take over the lead. And he rolls a 5 and does not. So there's absolutely no action in that pit stop. Usually I have a lot of shaking up, and with the fast pits and stuff like that, we get a lot going on, but we got absolutely nothing in that one. Back to live racing on turn 8 with Troyer still our race leader. He's probably laps leader right now. We got the 3, which is middle group, and a 9, which is Star. Star is number 2. Oh, Wayne Montana is going to get the roll to see if he can come on up. We'll put the Star in over here. And I'm forgetting to change screens again. I'm sorry, guys. Wayne Montana is the first one to try it out, and he is a 4. He rolls a 3, 2, which is Worthington, and a 4. And Worthington only has 3, so Montana's going to come up and take, albeit probably momentarily, third spot. Next Star is going to be Hogan, and he needs it's really hard for me to roll back here. He needs a 4 or less, got it, but the one in the white blue is not going to get him anything because this is what happens. I get tons of rain delays. We may end up having to pause or scrap this video. She knows when I'm talking on the phone or something, she always comes over and bothers me. And I don't mind. She's a good companion, so a pain in the butt sometimes, but that's to be expected. I just lost track on it. Holgoin did not get the Star attack, so he got held off. Paris needs 4 or less on the red die. Gets it, the 6, but again, that 1 blue with the extra break bonus here on the top group, that's not going to cut it, so Paris gets held off. Ralph Roach in the 73 is going to attempt to come on over. He gets a white 1, which is good enough for him. 6 and a 6. You can't avoid 6. So Roach is going to take Resendez. We go up to Ireland. Ringo Ireland in the 15th. He's strong gas. He needs 5. He gets a 5, a 6, and a 5. So he's going to take and move Roach right out of his newly acquired position. So Roach ended up only getting 1 position out of that. We're going to go next to Hartzell. Hartzell needs 4 or less on the red. Another 6 on the blue. He gets it in 5. 6, can't avoid the 6. Everett in the 17 is going to give it up to the 24. Next we go to Brown in the 49. He needs a 4 or less on the blue. Gets it, and another 6 blue. He's going to go for Cottrell. Now Cottrell's going to go ahead and use one of his chips here to avoid that challenge. And so he's going to hold him off. I got all kinds of... I got to hide everything over here from the kitty. And it's all starting to roll out here into my recording area. Eye drops, chapstick, all the important things when you get older. So that's going to be Cottrell holding that out. And I got my robe in the way. I sit right by a window, and it's like... it's a nice 13 degrees outside right now, so I have my robe on to keep my back from being achy breaky, as the wife used to say. Speaking of break, we got break in the 55. He's going to try to advance. He needs a 4 or less. He gets a 5, does not, so he fails. And Talby doesn't have stars, so that's it for that turn. So turn number 9. Moving right along here. And I threw that die right too far. We got a 4 and an 8. 4 is going to be middle group again. 8 is going to be control. Try to remember to get all the screens in here so you guys know what I'm talking about. And you can visualize it if I forget to switch over. You know what's going on. Control. Middle group, control. Control is the 3. We start with Worthington. Worthington has the stars, so he gets to try this again for twice. He needs a 4 or less. He got the double 6. Almost had a problem there. That's not good enough. This is what happened to him last time. He failed both times. Worthington gets a 1. That's going to help. The 3 and a 4. Clooney only got 2, so Clooney's going to go back down to the middle group. Worthington's going to come up. And we're going to go to Holguin here, trying to move back up or back up? I can't remember now. They mix up so quickly. He gets a 3, and he's going to move up. That's can't avoid a 6. Stoffel trades place with Stoffel. He made a drive. Remember, in this race, it's abstracted down to about a 10-lap segment. In this particular race, it's even more because there's 30 turns and 350 laps. So you got a little more than 10, probably about 11 laps or so, 11 and a half laps. So these are slowly but surely. It's not guys taking over just like that. Yoder, control. He needs a 3 or less. He rolls a 4. He's not going to make it happen. Bobby Paris in the 99 needs a 4 or less. He gets a 5. Look how close he came to triples. Triples would be a problem, and that's never good. Or rarely good. I mean, you can usually, sometimes you can come out of it. DeAmick going to 3. He needs a 3. A 4. Got the 3. 5 is 5 for Hartzell, who only has 3. So D'Amico will pull Hartzell out of the main group, take his place. And that will bring up Roach. Roach does not have control. Everett Davis, 17 car, has control, needs 4 or less. Gets 4 or less, but that white 1 is not going to cut it as he's held off. Adler Brown in the 49. He needs 4 or less on the red die, and if I can put it in the proper thing, he does not get it. He gets a 6, but he doesn't have a triangle, so it ends there. And Talby Jr. in the 9 car, he needs a 4 or less. He gets a 3, 1. But Cottrell has control and the break bonus, so he's going to hold him off without using his chip. And that is the end of that turn. Brings us to turn number 10 and the last turn in the first race segment. We roll a 2 and a 7. 7's going to be reflex. 2's going to be top group, so they're gunning for the race leader again. Reflex is the first skill. D'Amico is going to be trying it. He needs a 4 on the red die, and only a blue 6 will get him out of position. Now, we will have a new race leader this time because we have Cottrell up there with the chip. But we need to roll anyway in case we get triples. He does not cut it. He gets held off by Troyer. Reflex for Holgoin. He needs 4 or less and then a 6. He gets the 4 or less, but he doesn't get the 6 on the blue. He's held off by Troyer. We go to Worthington. He needs 4 or less on the red die. Doesn't get it. He gets a 5. So he does not overtake. Wayne Montana needs a 4 or less and then a 6 blue. He gets a 3, but the 5 doesn't cut it. Montana stays in third, and Cottrell needs a 4 or less and a 6 blue. He does not get any of them, but he will use his chip to take the race lead. So in turn number 10, that was reflex. I completely forgot to put that in there. Reflex. And we got a new race leader in Cottrell. And that is turn 10. So Troyer has the laps led at this point. And we're going to go to turn number 11 then. Turn number 11, we roll a 2 and a 10. 2's going to be top group again. They're gunning for the leaders. And this is going to be TV. That won't be a hard one to do. There are no TV drivers in my top groups yet. So we still have not touched the bottom group. So TV is done. That's turn 11. I'm going to go to the next. We roll a 1, which is the top group again, and a 5, which is going to be heat again. We've had heat several times. I love this game. It's just so variable. I've really been getting, not only have I been getting into plays games again, when you first look at them, sometimes it seems kind of hinky to you, like you don't think it's going to work out very well. But then you start playing them, and they're actually really, really good. Anyway, heat, top group. And so I've been doing a lot of not only plays games, but a lot of fictional stuff. And on deck baseball as well with the fictional season there. And I have the 60... God, I can't remember which season it is now. The special season he put out, 61, I think it is. The Maris... God, I can't even think. Quit embarrassing yourself, Greg. Anyway, let's go back to the race. Montana and Troyer are the only ones with heat. And to take the place on Cottrell, they need a 4 or more on the blue die. Montana needs a 4 on the red die. He does not get it. Montana stays in the third position. And we're going to have Troyer trying. He gets the 2 on the red die, and what did I say it was? 1, 2. Yes, that's the 4 on the blue die is good enough to give us yet a new race leader. Troyer goes back up into the lead in turn 11. Nope, turn 12. So Troyer did not like losing his position there. Troyer. I did all these drop downs and stuff so I don't have to type. I hate typing. I know I've said that a time or two. Or 3, or 100, or 1,000. Turn 13. We've got a 3 and an 11. Oh, that's going to be trouble. Middle group. Trouble in the middle group. Trouble in the middle group means we're going through and checking everybody from highest position down to see if they avoid the trouble. So Talbot, there is no modifications on this track. So Talbot needs a 9 or less. He gets a 3. Brake needs a 9 or less. He gets a 6. Brown needs a 6 or less. He gets a 5. Davis needs a 6 or less. He gets a 5. Roach needs an 8 or less. He gets a flying dice. Snake eyes. Hartzell needs an 8 or less. He gets a 7. Resendez needs a 6 or less. He gets a flying dice. Gets a 6. Paris needs an 8 or less. He gets a 9. Paris is going to be our first one. We will go through and roll them when I'm done this. We'll go through first and get them situated. Did I hit my... No, I did not. I'm just sticking them down here, and I'll roll for them in a little bit. Yoder needs a 6 or less to escape. He gets a 5. Not a whole lot going on. Jernigan needed a 9 or less. He passes. And Stoffel needs a 10 or less. He gets a 3. And Clooney needs an 8 or less, and he gets a 6. So only one car is going to be caught up in that. That's going to be Paris, and we are now in the middle, and his pit is or trouble rolling is a A. So he needs a 9 or less to survive this and stay in the race. And he's going to get it with a 4. So he's going to go to the end over here, and everybody else is going to come up, and that yellow flag is going to come out for 14. So we've got trouble. Oh, not problem. Trouble. And then we got a yellow. Then we'll go to 15. And then I like to write these things down. And we have not had any trouble yet, so we're going to do that now. Turn. How quickly we forget. Turn number 14. I'm trying to include you guys so I don't feel like a complete idiot. Number 99. Damage. And I don't put... I put DNF for anybody that... good Lord, I hate typing. It's embarrassing. Plus, I got the microphone right in my way right now. I do put any major things down here in the notes that's going to send somebody to the back. I don't do race leaders. I keep adding the lead changes there. So, all right, that brings up the fill-in, and this is under yellows, so we don't have to roll for anybody to see if they pass the gas. That don't sound right. To go to the next group, everybody just advances up. And we still, over a third of the way through the race, have not had anybody leave the race yet. This has been a calm race. Even that trouble, I'm used to when I'm having trouble, I usually have a bunch of cars wind up in it. That's all right. Hey, look, TV drivers all in a clump there at the end. Got to come up one, and that's going to bring us to turn number. We're getting ready for the next pits, too. Hopefully something will come up. Turn number 15. Ooh. 6, which is going to be a duel, and 11. Number 3 cars in the middle group. And now we're going to start getting risky because it has been a tame race, and these guys really want to start getting some chips and start making some headway. We got Roach. He needs 5 to take over Talby. Oh, he got a 6. Did not get it. he is going to need an 8 or less to escape down, and he gets a 10. Ooh. So he has to roll on a repair chart A, and we are still in the middle of the race, so he needs a 9 or less. And he does, but that's going to take him. That's what he gets for his efforts. Goes all the way to the end. And I better put dual in here now and put another yellow in. And we're going to have another yellow here on 16, and I may end up moving the pits. I don't like doing that, especially when I'm live, or not live, but recording, because it just takes time to do it. Because I got to move. It's only one other pit. Yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and have the race leader bring the pits in too, but one thing at a time. So Roach, turn number 15, damage. You know what? Let's not try to stick that all in the same one. Turn 15, number 73, because I like to put damage dual in there so I know that they damaged during the duel. And I'll probably never go back and look at this, but hey, whatever. And now Heartsoul. Let's go back to the action. Heartsoul needs a 4 or less to take over Talby. And he gets it. So he's going to move Talby. I'm just going to put Talby there. Talby needs a 9 to escape. Gets an 8, so he's fine. So that's going to be it for the duel. Everybody's going to advance under caution. So we don't have to do anything there. And I'm going to go through. And we're going to, pit leader's going to bring everybody into the pits early, and we're going to change pits. So it's going to take me a couple minutes on Excel to do this. But this is how I track everything, so it's just a lot easier. Cat hair on my cars. So you gotta watch it, sweetie. These guys are gonna wipe out. Sorry about that. The robe's getting all up inside the mic and making things noisy. And you get. This is definitely spaghetti western type recording here in my studio. This is maybe Studio Z. Dave and them guys have a B and an A, and I have a Z. It's just the low quality, low budget. That is it for that turn. So I'm going to go ahead and what I normally do is I normally just see if I can't Control C these over. And that takes care. Oh, come on, Greg. I hate it when it does that. There we go. I have no idea sometimes what goes on. There we go. Now we're all matching. So we're going to put a red pit here. Oh, come on. Now, you see, this is what happens. I fall to pieces when I'm recording. I am not stupid. I don't know why all of a sudden I'm messing up. No, I know why. Your brain, you drop, I'd say for most people it's probably only a couple of points in your IQ, but me, I tend to really I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. All of a sudden I'm being stupid, that's all. Here, let's just do it this way. All of a sudden I'm being stupid. Oh, come on. What the hell? I'm just having a day of it now. And that's going to be 26. put our colors back in. Wait, that didn't work out too well. Screw it. I'm done playing games with it. All right. Problem is I got OCD too, so that does bother me. All right. Enough screwing around, Greg. You're embarrassing yourself and everyone else. There we go. And the worst part is you guys can't even see me screwing around with it. There we go. I've moved the pits. Race Leader's going to bring the pits in early on yellow. I got to make that yellow because we have yellow card pit going on. And in yellow card pits, it brings them in early on a yellow, then the race leader, no matter what happens, he gets to roll for a fast pit. I'm pretty sure that all that happens differently on a bringing them in early pit after. If so, race leader gets to attempt fast pit regardless of which group is indicated for fast pit. So sometimes it really doesn't make much of a difference, and sometimes it does. So let's roll for the pit. We get a 1, which is going to be the top group, so he was going to get it anyway, and a 4 and a 6, which means 4th and 6th slot swap. All right, we roll everybody fast pit. Here we get to do this legitimately this time. Holgoing gets a fast pit of 6. He rolls a 7, no chip. D'Amico fast pit of 8, throwing dice around. He gets an 8. He gets a chip. Ireland fast pit of 7. He gets a 3. He gets a chip. Worthington fast pit of 7. He gets a chip. Montana fast pit of 9. He gets a chip. And I thought I rolled a 10. And Cottrell fast pit of 10. He gets a chip by the skin of his teeth. And the race leader gets one too. Fast pit of 8. And he does not get a chip. And that's going to be big. Let me plug in real quick. I don't know whether I've been doing all this on the wrong screen again. Come on, Greg. Oh, good Lord. Microphone is driving me nuts and I'm losing my mind here. So anyway, I rode fast pit for all these guys. Everybody but Troyer got this, and I don't know why I forgot to switch that over. I get looking at what I'm doing and keep forgetting look what I'm recording. So now Troyer, despite his extra roll, did not get the fast pit roll right. So one of these top guys is going to get the gun for him. The other thing we got to do is anybody with a chip moves up, but nobody deep got a chip. So, and anybody else in these groups that had it would move up too. But so car number 3, Worthington is showing off her bobby tail. Oh, girl. It's not even close to candy time sweetness. He rolls a 6, so he's not going to take him over, but he will use his chip to take the lead. So Worthington will be our new race leader in turn 16. See, now I'm forgetting to do it over here. This is horrible. It's very difficult for me to do this. I need a quick way to switch back and forth. 16. That's Hooks Troyer still has laps led advantage over everybody, but we are back to live racing. Pits are over. Only one more pit stop left. You guys are probably saying thank God. And turn number 17. 1 is top group. Still have not touched the bottom group. And 8 is going to be control. Control is the third. skill. I do that so I remember where I'm at, what I'm rolling. Exum is going to try. Now it's going to be hard for them to take over because these guys all have chips. At least for a little while, it's going to be hard. He gets a 3 red, which is good. 3 does not have a chip, but he's got enough stars and everything to hold him off, so Exum does not move up. Next, control. Oh, Exum gets 2 rolls on that. He has a star next to him. He gets a 3 again. 1, 3. Normally he would take over, but Cottrell's going to use a chit to hold on to his position. So Exum's 0 for 2. Stoffel's going to try to come on up on a control bid. He needs a 5 or less. He gets a 4. He's going after car 3. He has a 5. And Troyer is going to go all the way from the lead down to position 16th in this segment of the race. He had a bad segment. Something they did during the pits wasn't quite right. Yoder in the 14. He needs a 3 or less, gets a 6, came close to triples. That would have been a problem. He does not get it. Talby Jr. in the 9 gets a 1, 5, 3. Oh, he has no stars, so Amico got to use his chit to stay in place. We got Everett Davis in the 17. He needs a 4 or less. Gets it, but that blue 1, he's going to get held off. Adler Brown in the 49 using control. He's got the 2 or less. Car 4. Blue 3. 1, 2, and he's going to do it, but Ireland's going to use his chip to stay in place. And then Hartzell's going to try and move up. He'll move up unless he gets Montana. 4, he passes his. 5, he doesn't even need to use his chip. The Amico comes down. Hartzell moves up into the main group. And that is it for the control checks on turn 16. Turn 17. We got 5 bottom group finally, and they're going to be looking for control. This is going to take a while. Probably everybody gave up the way my production's going anyway. Paris needs a 4 or less to come up. He gets a 4. We get the 4 evens car of Yoder, and so Bobby Paris is going to move way up, come out of the bottom group. Yoder's had car trouble or handling problems or something. Maldonado, thought he might be stuck in a basement, but he's going to try to use his control to come on up. He needs a 5 or less on the red, gets it. 2 odds is the Davis car. 3. He only has 1, so Maldonado is going to move all the way up to the 11th position. Now that's going to put him in a position where he can do something with this race. He's a problem when he gets up there. He is hard to keep down. Garnet, 45, he's going to come on up. He needs or try to come on up. He needs a 4 or less. He gets a 6, doesn't do it. Clemens is going to come up. If he rolls a 6, he's got to roll for a problem. He does not roll a 6, but he gets a pass. He goes after 2 evens. It was Adler Brown. He's got 1, and he only had a 1, so he gets held off. Houston, 39 car, needs a 3 or less, gets a 6. Doesn't cut it. Farias, 3 or less, gets a 5, doesn't cut it. Ventura needs 5 or less. Oh, God, here I am again, guys. I am sorry. 5 or less. He gets it. That 1's going to be hard to beat. 3 odds is Resendez. Oh, Resendez has no stars, no control, no position in the middle group now. Ventura takes over. Jeffers needs a 5 or less. Oh, triple 1s. That's going to be a problem for Jeffers. So we are going to roll on the problem chart. 1-1 again. Odd problem. This is just getting worse and worse for Jeffers. 64 is a change carburetor. Go to end of the bottom group. Well, that's not horrible for him. But it's still bad. All right. And we're doing control checks, so I don't want to lose track of my 3. And I'll fill them up at the end. And I got to put that down. Number 34, turn. Yep. Turn 17. Yes. I really get out of whack sometimes. This is embarrassing. Nobody out of the race yet, though. Change carb. That means he went to the bottom. And Shaver next. Shaver does not have control. Longo does. 5 or less. Just how did I miss everything on that? I don't know. He gets a 1. 6 odds is Exum. 3. Exum has 2 control, 1 star, so that's enough to hold him off. Felder 21 needs 4 or less. He gets 2. 3 evens. Talby with the 1. He's got that covered. He holds him off. Raider 23. Good girl. Go ahead and eat, sweetie. He gets a 1, which is going to be enough for his end of it. He gets 2 odds, which is Maldonado, and a 6. Wow. Maldonado cannot hold that off, and he goes back down to the bottom group. Probably a good thing for everybody up in the top group. Keep him down in the bottom because we're not rolling them much. Trimble needs 3 or less on the reg. Gets a 4. Doesn't cut it. Swanson, 8 car. Needs a 5 or less. Oh, no. More problems here in the bottom group. Swanson, 32. Loose and turn. Enter the bottom group. Turn number 17. I know part of the problem is you're trying so hard to be quick, efficient, and do a good job that you're overthinking everything, and that's what messes you up. It's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Not loose. 2 O's, Greg. All right. Vic Holder. Vic Holder needs 4 or less. Oh, look how close he came to having problems. That is not going to cut it for him. He doesn't have a triangle. Garvin, 4 or less. Barb Garvin, 4 gets it. 3 evens is going to be Talby. 3, 1, 2. Talby cannot hold off Garvin. Garvin moves up into the middle group. Winslow Weathers needs a 3 or less. Gets a 2, 6 evens, and a 4. That's going to be hard to beat. And Pettis can't hold off Winslow Weathers. Winslow Weathers moves up. Karen Mabry. She needs a 3 or less. Gets a 3. 5 odds is going to be Clooney. 2. And he only has a star, no control. So Karen Mabry moves up into the middle group. We're getting a lot of movement now. Now we got some racing going on here. And the last one is Matt Keener. 3 or less. Gets a 2. 2 evens is the car. That's Adler Brown. And 4 is going to be too much for him. And Keener moves up into the middle group. A lot of movement that time. So now we're going to move everybody up. Sorry about the noise. Again, this is Studio Z, so you get what you pay for here. I don't have a basement. I live in a smaller apartment. I sit right by the window because I like looking out the window, and the girl likes hanging out here too. And so you get what you get here. And of course, everybody's noisy today. Right before a storm, everybody's out going crazy in the food stores. I'll laugh if we don't get anything because everybody went out and bought all that extra food for nothing. Figure if you don't have enough food for 2 or 3 days, then you're probably doing something wrong. You need to get your act together. All right. That is turn 6 to 17. We go to turn 18 now. 1 back up on the top group. 7 is going to be reflexes. Reflex is the first control. We got Kerry Holgoyne trying to come on up, take the race leader. Race leader has 1 reflex, 1 star, 2-star brakes, 5 or 6 on the blues. The only thing that's going to push him out of there. That's not going to cut it. Hartzell has a chip, though, so if he doesn't cut it, he will take over using his chip. He doesn't cut it, but he will use his chip to take over the race lead. Worthington goes down. That is turn 18, reflexes. So, Hartzell. Turn number 18. Reflexes. Montana, 4 or less, and he has a chip. So Wayne Montana is going to get at least one chance at the lead. He's going to have to use that chip to move up. 5 wasn't enough. So Montana's going to at least get some laps lead points out of the deal. I think it's his 3rd race. He doesn't race every race because he's backup driver this season. 66. Oh, not 66. X. Come on. 18. Turn 18. Losing my mind. All right. And then that's going to be Cottrell trying to take Montana out. Montana can defend on a blue 5 or 6. Anything but a blue 5 or 6. And he's right on out of there. Cottrell takes back over on the lead. So that was short-lived for Montana. He's not all that this season, but it's fun race. I haven't tried any of the other seasons yet. But I really like this game, so I just might. But I want to finish this season first. All right, so that's turn 19 then. Going to turn 19. 6 is going to be another duel. 5 is going to be number 5 car in the top group. That's going to be Worthington trying to take out Montana. He needs a 4 or less, and he gets it. So Montana gets taken over and dropped back to the 5th spot. Worthington gets the chip, and Montana needs an escape of... Escapes on 7. Oh, and he does not. That's going to also put him up there in the fuming. All right. So he has got to, and that's going to make 20 a... 20 is going to be a yellow. All right. Back to the live screen so you can see my dice. And Montana. He is an A. We are still in the middle. So that's going to be a 9 or less. He rolls a 6. So he goes all the way back. And he is pissed. Turn number 19, I think that was. Number 66X. Damage duel. And that's going to be yellow. So everybody gets to move up. Not much yellow this time. That's only the third yellow. Is it a tame track? And I haven't had but one roll in the bottom group, so the pack has really not gotten moved around much in this race. We haven't had a big trouble. If I get trouble in the bottom, watch out. You're going to get a lot of cars out. There's a lot of higher numbers to avoid trouble in the middle group right now, so it's a weird race. Of course, I'm recording it. Turn number 21, we are into the final segment of the race, final third. 4 is going to be middle group. 5 is going to be heat. All right, and heat is 6, I believe. Yes, 6. So anybody with heat, Adler Brown's going to be the first one to try. He needs a 4 or less, gets a 2. Car number 2 is Hartzell. Hartzell's a 3. 1, 2, 3. He holds them off. Exum needs a 5 or less on the red. Gets a 6. Doesn't move up. Troyer needs a 4 or less. Gets a 4. 3 car. 1, 2, 3, not enough. Stoffel moves down. Troyer moves back up into the main group. Bobby Paris, 99 car, needs a 4 or less. Gets a 6, doesn't do it. Ventura, 5 or less. Gets a 2. He's coming up. You can't avoid a 6. The Amico goes back down into the middle. That is the end. Turn number 22. 1, top group. 6, smart. I think that's the first smart we had. And that's the 4th one. And Ventura, 5 less, and Cottrell. Cottrell defends on a 4 or more, or 4 or 3 or less. So 5. Ventura's going to take over the lead. Oh no, he is not. That's a problem for Ventura. 43 on the bottom finder is overheating, roll for repair, pit crew A or B does not occur. He is a B, so it does not occur. But he doesn't go forward neither. Smart, next smart is Ireland. He needs a 5 or less. Boy, I really threw that one across the room. Good job, Greg. I need my Ricci tool. It's all in the wires. I got my Ricci tool tangled up. This is definitely spaghetti western film grade here. There you go. 6 does not cut it. We go to Troyer. Troyer needs 4 or less. Does not get it. It gets a 5. Carol Worthington, he has a chip. 3. Heat 1, 2, 3. He does not need to use his chip. Worthington comes up, keeps his chip. And that will be a new race leader. I need to see if the girl, she's been having trouble lately. I need to see if she did a BM or not. I know, too much information, but all right. Worthington's new race leader. We got turn 23 coming up. He has a chip, too. That'll be hard to put him out of there now, especially with the pit coming up. The pit's going to make the last stretch interesting. 6, going to be another duel. 10, and then fuming because there's doubles. You had to fuming or a feud in. So, Wayne Montana. Let's take care of the feud first, and then we'll take care of then we'll take care of the. You know what? No. Let's go. I'll forget if not. Let's go take care of the. Duel. The duel first. Number 4 cars in the middle group. That's going to be Stoffel and Jernigan. Sorry, I'm just kind of all of a sudden spacing things out. Been worried about my kitty, and now the bathroom litter box rotating over there is telling me that I need to check see if she's okay. This is my life. Sorry. All right, they're trying for Charlie Brake. Jernigan needs a 4 or less. He gets a 6, doesn't cut it. He needs to escape 9, and does. Stoffel's going to try 5 or less. He gets it. Brake goes down. Stoffel comes up. Stoffel gets a chip. Brake's going to have to roll for escape. He needs a 9 or less. Gets a 9, so he escapes. Now we're going to do the fuming. And I think fuming, he can go for anybody in his group. But it would be stupid for him to do anything but going for the vent his anger on any driver in his group. He's going to try McGrevy. It would be stupid for him to do anything less right now. He needs to try to get that position. It's all or nothing. So we're going to roll two dice on the fume results. Oh, boy. 5, Rabbit out. And the Rabbit is the lead driver, McGrevy. So McGrevy is the number 27. Turn, I forget the turn. $23, that was dual. 23, yes, and we're going to have another. Oh, come on, Greg. Oh, I'm a mess. This is what happens. I probably shouldn't record because it just throws me out of whack sometimes. I've had a lot going on lately anyway. Number 27. It's DNF. Damage. Duel. And he goes completely out, and he is my first car out. We'll put him down over here. And he will be probably he is the first one out. Not the biggest drop so far. We're also going to put a yellow in here for this. Do I want to have the race? I'm not going to mess with I'm not going to mess with getting them into the pits. It didn't buy him anything last time anyway. So we're just going to stick with the yellow on this one. And Montana takes that position away. I'll move him up there. So we have one car out of the race. I got to record this real quick. Pause this real quick. I got to check the girl. All right. Yeah, I had to check to see if she went yet. That's I'm worried about the girl, that's all. And we got a storm coming up, so yeah. All right. Where were we? Duel's done, yellow's done, turn 25. Five, which is going to be bottom group, and 7, which is going to be reflexes, and that might take a while. Reflex is the number 1. Yoder needs a 3 or less. Doesn't get it. Garnet 4 or less. Doesn't get it. Lucky it wasn't Clemens. Farias, 3 or less. Does. 3 evens is the Amico. The Amico can't hold him off, and Farias comes up. Schrader, 4 or less. Doesn't get it. Berman. Oh, problem. 24. Tire rub. Drop the front of bottom group unless he's already in the bottom group, then he drops to the bottom. Berman. Tire rub. Enter that real quick. Turn number 25. Number 18. Tire rub. I don't know why I put all this in. I'll probably never, ever look at it again, but it is what it is. Reflex. There we go. All right. Resendez, 4 or less. He does not get, the 5's not enough. I mean, too much. Shaver, 3 or less. 5, that was a 6. I'm not going to call that one. Maldonado, 5. Gets it. 5 odd. Weathers, got reflex. That's enough to hold off the blue 1. Talby, 4 or less. Gets it. 2 odds. Garvin, 5. Barb Garvin cannot hold him off. And Talby takes over and moves up into the middle group. And Wayne Montana. 1. 4 odds. 5. And Brake cannot hold off Montana. Montana gets back up into the middle group. That's going to be the end of that turn. We go to turn 26, which is the last pit. Let's move everybody up real quick. I'll put pit on. All right. Here we go. What's it going to be? 5 is going to be both the top and the middle groups and the leader, and 1 and 2 swap. So Cottrell and Hartzell swap. Stoffel and Raider swap. Kiner and Talby swap. All right, now we roll for fast pits. Brown is a 4, doesn't get 1. Exum is a 9, gets a chip. Weathers is a 6, gets a chip. Oh, this is going to make for an interesting race end. Mabry needs a 7, gets a chip. Montana needs a 9, does not get a chip. Jernigan needs an 8, gets a chip. Paris needs a 9, does not get a chip. Farias needs a 4. Oh, gets a chip. Kiner, 6, does not get a chip. You rolled a 5 over there. Stoffel, 8, gets a chip. Another one. That's going to be big for him. Talby gets a 9, needs a 9, does not get a chip. Raider needs a 6, does not get a chip. Ventura, 7, does not get a chip. Holgoing, 6, gets a chip. Ireland, 7, does not get a chip. Troyer, 8, 7, does get a chip. Cottrell 10 does get a chip. Hartzell 7 gets a chip. And Worthington 7. Good Lord, Greg. Gets a chip. All right, now we change everybody around. He swaps with him. He swaps with him. He swaps with him. Mabry comes up to there. Weathers pulls Talby. Exum pulls Paris. Up here, Holgoing moves there. Who's going to challenge for the lead? Two. That's Cottrell. He's not going to get it, but we got to roll. If the red die is odds, then they both lose a chip. And it's not. So no challenge on the lead, and the pit's over. We go to turn number 27. We got top group. This is going to be interesting. And trouble. And that also entails the race leader, if I am not mistaken. Yes. For trouble, he is considered part of the top group. So, we got to avoid trouble. And the other thing is this could darn well take care of if more than 2 cars go out or get involved in it. That could make 2 of our last 3 turns yellow, which means a dash on. But it's not going to happen. These guys all have chips, so they can avoid it. All right. So avoiding here, escape 9 for Worthington. Does not. He's going to use the chip. Escape 8 for Hartzell. He escapes. Escape 9 for Cottrell. He does not. He's going to use the chip. Escape 8 for Troyer. 7. He escapes. Holgoing escapes 7. Does not escape, so he's going to use a chip. Ireland escapes 6, does not. And Ventura escape 11, does not. Wow. And we got a roll for repair on them, so Ireland gets first. He's got a C crew, trouble, final third, 5 or less. Does. Wow. Ireland goes to the end. And then Ventura is a B, trouble, final 6 or less. Does not. Ventura is out of the race. So, turn was that 27. Turn 27. Crash. Number 40 DNF. Damage. And then number 15. Damage. All right, we go yellow. 40 drops down here to the bottom. Oh boy. I'm messing up royal today. This is why I don't record much anymore. I feel very incompetent sometimes. And yellow means that everybody is going to move up without a gas check. Nobody's passing gas here. All right. And the thing is with all this not rolling on the bottom group, Maldonado is only had that one chance to make a move, and then the luck of the roll against him, and he's in that bottom group looking for like not really good points again. One time he got caught up in trouble, which is hard for him because he has really good numbers. Personally, I always Montana, I guess is the name I always heard from the SCRAM, so it kind of sticks in my mind. So that's who I secretly root for. But he's not doing all of that in this race. He's what, back down into the. Where did he wind up? Come on, Greg. There he is, right there in 13th. All right, so we go to turn 29 now. Just like that, we're there. 4, middle group. 5 is going to be heat. That's going to make it interesting because we got middle group vying for top group. And if top group don't get the vie for the lead, then Worthington's going to coast on home. Middle group. What did I say that was? 5 heat. Yes. Heat is 6. So I don't forget. Vote needs 2 or less. Or vote. It gets 2, 3, 6 is going to be. He would normally do it, but Troy's going to use a chip to stay in there. Brown's the next one with heat. 4. 1 passes. 5, 2. He can hold him off without using his chip. Paris, 4 or less. 6 doesn't get it. Montana, 4 or less. 1, but that 1 blue's not going to cut it. Exum's coming up unless he gets one of the guys with the chip in there. He gets 5 or less because 6 against 1. The red die is even, so they don't lose a chip. And that's it. Turn number 30. Last laps of the race. 5, bottom group. Chance for Maldonado to at least get back up into the mix of things. TV, and he's going to get that chance too because he is one of the TV drivers. So Garnet needs a 4 or less. Gets a 6, not going anywhere. Clemens, 3 or less. 4, he doesn't get it. Maldonado, 5 or less. Gets it, 3 odds. Montana gets bumped down to the bottom, 25th from Maldonado, and that's how the race is going to end. Worthington will be the race leader. That's after 30. Hook's Troyer will have the most laps led. And we're going to kick right on down here. That was TV. I'm going to put that in there. Okay, kick on down here and put the finals in. Worthington 6, 24, 28, 77, 33, 4, 46, 25, 2, 20, 13, 23, 12, 82, 9, 99, 49, 55, 89X, 22, 7, 70, 5, 80, 66X, 21, 30, 44, 11, 95, 3, 39, 96, 45, 17, 14, 73, 34, 8, 18, and 15. And that rounds it off. I'll come over here. Up. Why do I... Oh, Maldonado. Yep, there we go. Um, Biggest gainer, Art Farias picked up 32 positions in the race. Biggest loser was Ringo Island, who dropped 38 positions to last. Race winner was Carol Worthington, and go over here to the points. Worthington was in fourth place, so he's actually not looking too bad. He gets a win. And that puts Hartzell in first place still. Worthington nipping at his heels. Maldonado with another decent showing in third. And way down here somewhere is Montana. He's only raced, that's his fourth race. His worst finish. And there you have it, gentlemen. Thanks for joining me. This was Red, White, and Blue Racing by Play Games and the Thrift T350 at the Blue Ridge Raceway. Thanks for joining me. See you guys next time. Have a great day.